Hi, in this video we're going to look at how to do a bank reconciliation question. We are given a bank T account, which is the customer's records, and we see here the closing balance is 693 credit, which means the customer thinks at the end of the month, at the end of May, they owe 693 euro to the bank, versus the bank statement down here, and the bank says a positive 792 euro. That should say May there. Okay. The first thing you do is you try and reconcile the amounts. So we look at the opening balance here is 410 versus 410 here. And we cross off what agrees. 600 for lodgement H here, 610, so cross it off. There's a difference, but always cross it off, and that needs to go up by 10. So we always assume the bank is right, the bank statement. So we recorded 600, 610 is what was lodged, so we should have recorded 610, so we need to increase the debit side by 10. Lodgement C is 300, so come down to the bank statement, find lodgement C, here we are, 30. So it was recorded as 300, it should have been 30. So that's a minus 270. So you go down through it like that, lodgement N, 660 versus 60, and that should have been 600 more. We recorded 60, we should have recorded 660. Lodgement OH is next, 91, and we should have recorded 19. So I always cross out when you make the adjustment. So when we have 19 here, we record as 91, so the difference is 91 minus 19 is 72, so we need to reduce this by 72, and it's a minus. Lodgement NN is 200, and it matches. And LL, we haven't got anything here on the money inside for LL, so just leave it blank up here. Then come to this, check 619, and the easiest way to do it is find the check number. So 619 is here, 68 versus 68, 620, 621, here's 620, 577 versus 520, so we should have recorded 57 more, so we need to add 57 to this. Six two one, 622, 621 is here, 330. We recorded 230, so we need to record 100 more. So the bank statement was 330, which is correct. 622, 623, 624. So the next check that we see is 624, which is 50. It should have been 50, and we recorded a lot more, 455. So we have too much, we need to reduce it anyway. The difference between 50 and 455 is 405, so it needs to go down by 405. 625 and 626, 624. So we have no 625, 626 is 130. And we recorded 130. Okay, so we agree, we did something right. Okay, so that matches. There's bank charges down here. Oh, and here we have bank charges here, so 41. And we should have recorded 41. We did record 45, so we need to reduce it by 4. And after doing that, you should be left. Oh, that was worked on as well. The 100 is unticked, and these checks are unticked. And down here, there's one item, direct debit, and a dividend. And so just make sure to cross off anything that you work on. The next thing then is to correct the bank T account. So the question will ask you to adjust the bank T account and adjust the bank statement. And the adjusted T account is where you start with the closing balance of 693 on the credit side, and you just correct it for the errors. So we've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 errors, and then you add in anything not recorded, which will be the two things down here not recorded, the 274 and the 333 have to go into the adjusted bank T account. So to adjust the T account, we start with the closing balance, and it's here 693 on the credit side. And then the adjustments, and I just picked this side, we've two pluses on the credit side, 57 and 100. So they get added in the same side. And we've two minuses here, and the minuses you just put them in the other side. So 405 and 4. Now I'm leaving out the descriptions, but I'll show you the proper thing. But this is just the quick. So that's those 4 errors done. Then we look at this side. On the debit side we had two pluses, a 10 and a 600. So we need to increase the debit side by 10 and by 600. And with two minuses where we need to reduce the debit side, and a minus you just show it on the other side, it just flips. Some 270 here and minus 72. So we have done the opening balance, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 errors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's that done. And the other thing we do is we come down to the bank statement, and the items not included. So direct debit, which is the same as the checks, it's money out, 274, and all the checks are on the credit side. We show that out here. On this, the only other thing was a dividend. So that wasn't recorded in the T account. That gets added up here on the debit side, money in. That's the adjusted account. Total them up. Plus 100 plus 270 plus 70 plus 274 is 1, 4, 6, 6. Add up this side, 405 plus 4 plus 10 plus 600 plus 333. And the difference, so add up both sides, get the difference, it's 114, and your new balance goes underneath the bigger side. So our adjusted T account is 114 on the credit side, which is saying that we owe 114 to the bank. And then we just need to adjust your bank statement. So the closing balance, which you get down here, the bottom right hand side, is getting adjusted for checks that haven't been processed yet. 622, 623 and 625, which are 66, 500 and 440. So these three checks we've given to people, but they haven't yet processed them or presented them to the bank. So minus 66, minus 500, and minus 440. Those three. And then on this side we have a lodgement that we lodge on the end of the month of 100. So the bank hasn't processed that, we know that's going to come in. And then to finish it off, 792 minus that, minus that, minus that, plus 100 gives you minus 114, which ties into this adjusted balance. And this is what it looks like if you have the descriptions in. If I did the balance carry down, so 114, and then that's the adjusted bank statement. So thanks for watching.